Hello and welcome back to the Gaming Tech channel, everybody. We're live on YouTube and Twitch, and here we are with our Forza Horizon 5 series. We're in the Firebird that we modified in our last stream. Put a wide body kit on here, and a V10 from the Viper. So we're gonna drive to this championship over here on the map, and we'll give it a go. This is a full bolt-on Viper engine. Or maybe I should say full built. It's fully built. All the goodies on there. Just no boost. This car is rear-wheel drive. But since we have the body kit on here, we got some wide tires, 335s in the rear, 315s in the front, so it's got a nice stance. And they hooks. We'll take it on the highway. I just want to do a little top speed run, and then we'll go back to the championship. Does he want to race? Alright, now we're racing. Change of plan there, but we're definitely going to drive back to the championship. Wow, this car's doing pretty good. Is that a Golf R? Oh, he wants to do a dig? Oh no, he's changing his car. This dude's probably gonna pull up with a really fast car now. Something faster than mine. That's gonna be pretty fast. We'll see how it goes. Yo, line up, bro. He never honked, so that's okay. Maybe he doesn't know about lining up. There's no honk either. Alright, back to the championship. We can easily do 220, maybe a little more, but the 220 was pretty easy. Could have done maybe like 225 on a downhill, but that's okay for now. Not bad for a naturally aspirated V10. This car is just so mean looking, dude. Alright, let's see if you have a car for this championship. Needs to be a A-class Mercedes, I believe. Yep. So the only two A-class Mercedes that I have are trucks. One's a pickup, and the other one is a racing truck. Like a literal highway, like 18-wheeler without the trailer. Well, that's not an 18-wheeler because it only has two wheels at the back, but you get the point. Which one should we pick? Dude, look at the torque on this thing. 5,489 foot-pounds of torque, 1,609 horsepower. I mean, the weight's almost 12,000 pounds, but it's got some power to back that up. 12.8 liters? Is this a diesel? It's gotta be a diesel, man. All that torque. 12 liters, that's big. 12.8. I don't know if that's like normal size for truck engines, but to me that seems pretty big, man. Compared to like this X class, only 2.8 liters. This is 12.8. Crazy, bro. Even the X class has a lot of torque. That's gotta be a diesel as well. The horsepower to torque ratio is a little off, so it seems more like a diesel torque. And this is definitely diesel. Alright. I want to pick the racing truck. Why is there only 4 bolts on the wheels? Trucks are like... Trucks should have more than cars. Like, most cars are like 5 lug. You got 5 lugs on each wheel. And some cars are 6 lug. And trucks could have more than that. That's weird. Maybe because it has aftermarket wheels. I don't know. There's some Forza logic. I'm not too sure. I can see the turbo back there. Dude, I'm getting passed by everybody. And I can't see anything in front of me unless I'm in this view. The inside view. Oh, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. I'm racing SL65 E63s in a racing highway truck. This is next level. What is that? A C63 coupe? Come on, man. This is funny. There's 2 other trucks in here, so... we're not the only one. I like how I can see the engine in the back. That's crazy, bro. It's a mid-engine truck, bro. It's not really mid-engine. It's still at the front, but... looks like a mid-engine from the back. So the cab of this truck is in front of the engine, which is kind of rare. Because American trucks are not designed like this. Again, I'm not a truck person, so I can't confirm on that. It's just like what I've seen on the roads. Looks nothing like this, you know. It's gotta be a Euro thing. Wait, we're maxed out at 6th gear? You only have 6 gears? It still pulls in 6th gear, like, we didn't hit the top speed. What's too bad is that I don't have a regular Mercedes car in A-Class. All my Mercedes are in S1. I don't think this is gonna work, man. I'm just wasting my time here with this truck. No way, bro. No way. We're actually gonna win? Okay, I take that back. I take that back. We're not wasting any time with this truck. This truck really surprised me, bro. I really underestimated it, bro. Damn, bro. This thing was a monster. No way, man. Can I adjust the gear ratios on this thing? Actually can. I'm gonna make the gears a little longer. Wow, that really improved the 0 to 60. And our top speed. Okay, that might be a little too much. I want the 4.8 back. Can we make it better than 4.8 if you just max it out towards speed? 4.5 0 to 60? Wow. So long gears really help with the diesel, right? Because you get to build up that torque. Especially if you have like more than almost 6,000 pounds of torque. So that's next level, bro. Alright, can we go a little higher? Even longer with the gears? Dude, 4.40 to 60 and 148 miles top speed. That's next level, man. It just keeps on getting better. We just need like really tall gearing. Yeah, that's the key, man. Alright, we're gonna get this set up now. Let's see how it launches now. Wow, that really helped. It's driving a lot like a car now with the long gears. Because it has all the torque to make good use of those long gears. Despite the aero and all that, even though it has like a lot of downforce on the back. But the torque makes up for it. Good brakes. Perfect. Alright, where's our next event? I'm ready to drive this truck again. Right here. Fourth gear now feels like our sixth gear from before. There's so much downforce. This thing is glued to the road, man. Look at that, 6th gear and we still have so much torque. It's pulling hard. We're only at like 2.2 RPM, 2.5 max. Yeah. Of course, it's not a car, so you gotta slow down. It peels out now. Oh no! We totally messed up there. Alright, I'm gonna restart, bro. Yep, we're gonna restart. And I'm gonna make the fourth gear a little shorter, basically. It's too long. All our torque kind of dies in fourth gear, so I'm gonna make it shorter. And we're gonna make fifth even shorter. And sixth is gonna be pretty similar to fifth here. A little bit shorter than fifth. That seems about right. I don't know how our 0 to 60 got better, but it did. It's 4.3 now from 4.4. This feels better. We're just pushing all these smaller cars around. It's so funny, man. It's not even fair. Oh no, dude. That's not good. It's too early. I can't restart. Let's try to come back up. Is that even gonna be possible? Can we recover from all that damage? Oh no. This is where we got caught up last time. Alright, I need to work on the setup a little more. Let's see what I can adjust here. Look at our tire PSI. So freaking high. I mean, it's a truck tire, so it's going to be higher than a regular car. Let's go with 40 PSI. Alright, that's better grip. Better 0 to 60. Okay, let's see what we can do about aero. We're going to increase the rear towards cornering, so we have more downforce in the rear. And front, I'm going to make a little less downforce. And everything else is okay. We don't need to adjust anything else for now. Yeah, it's alright. I'm gonna go with this view now, the inside view. Might be more helpful, who knows? Now I can like easily see what's ahead of me, you know, instead of just seeing the whole truck in front of me. You don't get that problem with cars, right? This game is not made for big trucks like this. Like this time, we didn't mess up at that corner. Just because I can like see better this time. Because this truck is long, right? Not like a car. We got a rear view camera in here, because we don't have a rear view mirror. Come on, bro. Fifth position is not good enough. Alright, we're gonna start again. Because we need to do better. Or change the car. We made the gearing a little sharper. I think it's working out. We're able to keep up. That's good. So it's not as sharp as factory gearing. And we have less tire pressure in the tires, so I think it's working out this time. You just need to focus. Oh man, we're doing so good. No, man, that's not good. We messed up. Alright, hopefully we won't mess up again. Hopefully. Again, we're competing against like regular sports cars versus a highway racing truck, so not even in the same league, you know. Maybe I'll go with this view where I can't even see the truck. I'll take the second place, dude. Oh, that was a freaking workout, man. That was a tough race. We got 36 points in total. So does the second opponent. Alright, one more event to go and then we'll win this championship. So in the next one, we really have to do good. We're gonna try our best. Once we can find where the event is, because I don't even see it. It's gotta be hiding somewhere. And here it is. It's kind of far. I kind of don't want to race with this truck again, dude. Let's see what other options we have. Maybe I can like downgrade a car from S1 to A class just for this race. So with Mercedes, the closest car that I have to A class would be this right here. The SLK55. I can downgrade this by a little bit, or I can get the Hammer Coupe up to A class. This would be actually easy. I have two of these. Both of them I won in like a championship, so I didn't buy them. They're a lot of money for an older Mercedes, but I guess it's a collector car, so it's got a nice big engine. Yeah, we will just upgrade this car. It's not going to take that much effort to get it up to A class, and then we'll use the Hammer Coupe for our last event of this championship. It's a 6-liter. We got a 6.0 badge in the back. Nice, dude. Okay, I gotta admit, it actually looks really good. This is a classic Benz, dude. Classic. And those wheels? Those are super, super nice. Really nice. Revs all the way up to what? 6.5? This thing is nice. By driving this car a little bit before the event, we'll get an idea of what it needs. So we'll improve on that area. So in terms of power, it has plenty. So I'm not concerned about upgrading the power. The transmission could be better. The suspension and the brakes. I think brakes need a little bit work. Maybe brakes and tires, honestly. Brakes, tires, and suspension, maybe. Not even the suspension. The suspension is fine. Just brakes and tires would be a good upgrade. Maybe a transmission. I believe this car is 5-speed. Let me just double check. No, only 4-speed. Wow. It's a 4-speed auto. It's got long gears, man. Imagine if you put a 10-speed in here. This thing would fly. Alright. The suspension is actually really stable. We're gonna go with 10-speed, weight reduction, and tires and brakes. Get it up to the A class. I bet it's a heavy car. All the Mercedes are generally heavy. Okay. 3640, okay. 3,600 pounds is not that heavy, honestly. It's decent, I would say. Not too light, not too heavy. It's alright. Let's try with the 10 speed first. We're gonna let this engine sing, man. It's gonna be staying in those high RPMs. So the 0 to 60 time actually goes up. And that's okay because we are going to be putting tires on here, like better tires. So that should go down once we tune the transmission. But what's crazy is even from factory with the 4-speed that it's got, it can do 195 miles, man. From factory with 0 mods. That is next level. Alright, 10 speed. And better brakes. We're almost in A-class here. And let's make this car lighter. Oh wow, we can almost take off 700 pounds. It's gonna be 2937 pounds then. Super light. 0 to 60 already went down. And now we can get some tires for this car. We're gonna go with the best. Slick race tire compound, and now our 0 to 60 is only 4.5. And let's make it handle even better. 285s in the rear and 265s in the front. Look at that. Nice 0 to 60, nice handling, nice braking. I think that's it for now. It's got the power already. It's got the suspension. It's all good. I don't want to make it more stiff. I want the car to put the power down easily. We just need better grip and better braking and 10 speed and of course weight reduction. So we got all the stuff done for only 22,900. So that's perfect. Grip goes up, weight goes down. You don't need more power. Let's see how the stock tune is on the transmission. While we're gonna drive to our next event here. This is a long car, man. Got a long hood, long trunk. Alright, I'm gonna launch this car. That 10 speed really helped, dude. The stock tune is not bad. The stock gear ratios, we might not even need to adjust it. It's pretty decent. It's actually on point. Look at that. Stock suspension is actually great. Dude, this car handles really well now. We barely had to do anything, you know? Just made it lighter, better, grippier, wider tires. I mean, the biggest mod was probably the transmission, right? That changed the whole character of the car. From 4-speed, now we got 10, 6 more gears. It's always in the right gear. I mean, always in the right RPM band due to the gears that we have. The amount of gears and the perfect gear ratio. I love the old dash. It looks really nice. The old gauges here, the analog gauges, they're perfect. This car sounds so good. And this is the stock exhaust. I mean, the whole engine is stock. Man, those downshifts. The hood ornament looks good, you know. You can tell right away that you're in a Benz. A Mercedes-Benz. This is a classic, dude. The speedo goes up to 190, which is 300 kilometers. It's got both kilometers and miles on the dash. This is nice. Some old school stuff here. Honestly, I prefer this over the new tech. Cars nowadays are just so digital, man. Everything's a screen. This was a good era back then. Of course, we have good stuff like 10 speeds now, but some of the other stuff, like, you know, having screens everywhere can get annoying, I guess. You might like them. I'm not, like, really against it. I just prefer this over the new digital stuff. This is not gonna be good enough, dude. Third place. Let's see what our overall score is. $14. Yeah, this is not good enough. Overall, we have 50. And we can't finish second. We need to finish first, so I'll restart this. We're gonna do this again. Get first place. I'll tune the car a little bit here. So what I did was made the gears a little longer and took some air out of the tires, and it should help. So far it's doing pretty good. No! Oh my god, bro. Are you kidding me? Oh no, dude. We have to do this again. Pushed it a little too hard at the end there. Oh, dude, can we finish first? Oh, it's gonna be second. But did we win the champion overall? That's a real question. No, we didn't. Come on. 52 points. Alright, we have to do this again. We really need that first place. Alright, let's do this. That's not a big deal. What did I just do? I hit. Oh no, I was gonna restart. I'm not happy with that. What the hell? I was supposed to hit restart. What just happened there? What the hell, bro? I was gonna restart there, dude. That's not fair. I'll repeat the whole thing again. I mean, is it still there on the map? Dude, let's repeat the whole thing again. I'm not gonna use the truck this time. We'll just use this car from the beginning. But is this event still on the map? Where was this championship again? Dude, I really want to just do this again. Where did it go? It was like somewhere here, right? Can I not repeat that again? Was it there? No, dude, that's not fair. I wanted to restart that last event so we could get the first place. Oh, dude. How do we find that again now? It's gotta be here. It's gotta be here without one of these check marks. Oh, I think it's this one. Yup, we found it. Alright, we're gonna do this, yo. We're gonna do this. But before we actually start the championship again, I'm gonna work on this car a little bit more. We have a little more room left to improve on this car. We need to keep it under 800 A class. So it had some body roll. Let's see if we can get rid of that. I don't want to make the suspension too stiff. Oh, I just want to get the anti-roll bars. Yep. And keep it stock ride height. And actually, yep, I'm gonna keep it the stock ride height. Yep, for now, because I really like how it handles with the stock suspension. It's just gonna have less body roll with the anti-roll bars now. Can we add a little bit more power? Can we do cams? Oh, this would be the best upgrade, I think. 40 extra horse, we're right at 800. We'll be able to rev higher, make more horsepower. Perfect. So this car makes more torque than horsepower, so it's gonna benefit from having cams and a little bit longer gearing in general. The 4-speed from factory was a little too long, you know. The 3rd gear probably hit the top speed, with 4th gear being overdrive. Who knows? It was really sluggish. But again, this car is from the 87. 1987. Alright, this is the setup now. We maxed it out in A class. Let's buy it and get back to racing, dude. We're gonna repeat the championship again. I can't believe it. Alright, the gears feel a little too long now. Let's make them a little shorter. I mean, it's already all the way towards speed, which means the gears are really, really long, so we just made it a little sharper, just a tiny bit sharper. Look at that, 0 to 60, 4.1, that's good. So we're going to be using the first 7 gears, it looks like. After that, these are just for like highway, I guess. Unless we drag this towards acceleration all the way, and then we'll be able to use all 10 gears because the gears will be short enough. But we don't want to make them that short. This is good for now. Let's try this out. Oh, my bad. Ford Bronco. Alright, this is decent. The anti-roll bars actually helped. There's barely any body roll now. And this is still stock suspension, that's the craziest part. So it's got some decent suspension from AMG. Very responsive, man. It turns instantly. The anti-roll bars really help. Revs all the way up to like 6,800 RPM now. Alright, we're doing this again. Because we're gonna get first place this time and win the reward. Alright. We have the perfect car to complete this event with. Can't get any better than this. No wheel spin. Perfect. Not bad at all. Two more to go. Yeah, and I feel like the 4th, 5th, and 6th gears are a little too long, so I'm gonna make them a little short here. First 3 are good. Look at that, our 0 to 60 improved. 4.0 now. 4.08 instead of 4.1, so that got even better. Alright, that's alright. We're ready for the next event, dude. We're gonna win the championship this time. So we got 3 long gears, and then it gets short after that. There we go. Let's get it done. Is that an A45? That's an A45. Whoa, dude. That was wild. That was wild, bro. That's not fair. This A45 did me dirty, bro. Alright, I got my first position back. That was a wild overtaking by the A45. Oh, dude, that was a crazy race. Okay, one more to go, and we got this. Overall, we have 36 points, so next one, we need to get first place again. There are no more excuses. We gotta get it done. Last time, I mean, we messed up. We could have just restarted the last event and got first place, and we would have had enough points to finish first. But that's okay, because we can always do it again, and here we are. Let's go. Alright, let's restart again. I think I might have that car in my garage. I might. I'm not 100% sure. I can always take a look after I finish this race. We need to do better, dude. I need that first position. That's not good enough. We're not finishing 5th, bro. I'm gonna be making the gears longer. Just like the stock 4-speed. Can always fix this later, but we don't need that much torque. We need to keep our RPMs low, and we can't seem to do that with super short gears. So this is going to be pretty close to stock gearing. Dude, why is the race so tough? Come on, bro. Why is it so freaking tough, bro? No, dude. Restart again. Of course, we're gonna restart again. Oh, we need to do this. I'm not finishing fourth, bro. We need to finish first. I'm telling you. That's the whole point of starting the championship again. We need to finish first, get the highest overall points. Now the real question is, should I just restart one more time or make some mods to this car? I think I should modify this car, even though I don't have any room left to modify this car, but we're gonna have to find a way. Because without modifying this car, I don't think there's any way we can get this last event done. I mean, I could just go for the truck again, the big highway truck, so we don't waste time modifying the car even more, because we've already spent so much time here. Yeah, because last time when I won this event, I was using the truck, and this did have more downforce. And this event has small turns, you know, sharp turns, so let's give this truck a try. I'm gonna give it one try. Maybe this is the right car for this event. Because this is not about high speeds, it's about sharp turns and lots of laps. I'm being pushed around, bro. That's it, dude. We did it. Wow. Finally. And we got our reward. The 2011 SLS AMG. That was worth it. How much horsepower is this again? 571, 479 foot-pounds of torque. And I believe this is a naturally aspirated engine. Naturally aspirated V8. A 6.3, I believe? Yep. Oh, it sounds so good. We worked hard for this car. I love this sound. Damn. Revs all the way up to 8,000 RPM. This is a high revving V8, dude. I love those gauges. They're perfect. We got 360 on the dash. What is that, like 220 miles or more than that? Well, we do have miles in the middle in the digital gauge. The little digital screen in the middle. Dude, this is gotta be the best sounding V8. This is one of the best sounding Mercedes that I own right now. This is crazy, bro. And this is all naturally aspirated, you know. Look at that long hood. Short tail, long hood. This is nice. Oh, and the spoiler goes up. Nice. Active aero. Oh, I was supposed to look for this car for one of the bros. He asked me if I had a WRX. A 22 WRX. No, bro, I do not. I thought I had one. Do they even have this car in this game? Yeah, I don't have it. I thought I did. Not bad. Do they sell that car? I'll take a look quickly. I got carried away with the championship there. I really wanted to finish first. Actually, wait, I have to travel to the site? That's fine. I'll do that. Auto show. Wait, am I missing out on something? So that car is not in the game? For some reason, I thought this was the 2022, but this is clearly 2015. No, I don't have that car unless you can buy it in some sort of DLC. I thought I had a modern WRX. No, I don't. Yeah, bro. You tricked me there. I thought I had one, but I clearly own the old WRX STI. This is just the 2015, and I don't even have the 2015. And again, this is the STI, so... Crazy. Looks like I don't, man. Alright, everybody. We're gonna call it a night here. We'll continue in the next session. And we'll continue with this car. So we can modify it and make it better. And maybe we'll do some championships with it. Or maybe some events. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. Peace out, everybody.